Hello and welcome back to our HIP New World Order series here in the Holy Roman Empire. In our last episode we won a quick and fun war against England for one of the little subholdings that they somehow had in our land. We still have one more that we're going to have to take later, but that will have to wait till after our truce expires, of course. We also got involved in this war against Denmark. We got an alliance with Norway after he married some relative of his to our daughter, so we're going to go and help him out as our wedding present to their family, I guess. We have our troops on the way up. We're going to try and fight his army if we can do so in favourable terrain. We'll probably fight them anyway, even if we can't find any favourable terrain. This army I think we'll send to the capital and start sieging there in case we can get some high-value prisoners. Another army raised down here, I guess. Oh, this is our retinue, I suppose. Well, we'll keep them up here in the general area in case we need them, but otherwise we'll keep them out of the fighting, if at all possible. Just for money reasons. Word has reached you that our court chaplain has accused you of heresy. You're probably okay. Well, apparently the King of Jerusalem had been imprisoned by this Dew of Achaia. Orthodox still holding on down here, even though it's a heresy now, which is interesting. Who is he at war with? Oh, he's helping out Serbia. Okay. Well, that's fine. Speaking of Serbia, we quite a long time ago set up a marriage of a dynasty member of ours to the queen. Apparently she is still in power, but she is getting on in years, so as soon as she dies we'll have a member of our dynasty on the throne there. By peaceful means for once. And we are unfortunately taking some attrition over here. I think we'll just delay this army a little bit so that they don't overlap and we can minimize that a bit. And probably we don't want to go through this syphilis-infested province if we can avoid it. The Danish army is actually headed down in this direction, so maybe we'll see if they want to come to us instead. Let's head over here for the moment. So it seems our little revolt down here in Waterford is not quite defeated yet, so maybe we do need to use this army to just finish it off. And we had a daughter, probably the last daughter we're going to have with our wife here, since she is 41 years old now. But we got a strong child, which is nice. Seems like our vassal is no longer interested in pursuing the peasant revolt for some reason. And we've lost sight of the Danish army. Maybe they're in the fog of war here somewhere. Or at least one of the Danish armies. There they are. Well, if we can catch them here, that would be ideal. Unfortunately not, unless we have an organizer we can put in charge. Which does not seem to be the case. Right, okay. Well, we'll just follow to the next county then, I suppose. It's forest, so they will be getting a small defensive advantage if we catch them here. We'll get there on the 9th of September, so we will catch them. Let's delay this army a bit so that we don't end up suffering more attrition than we need to. Hopefully we shouldn't need the reinforcements. And I guess we can lead troops ourselves now. We have a good heir lined up. She is married matrilineally. She has not had any children yet, which is a slight concern, but she is strong and also has a bonus from Fortune Builder, which will more than outweigh the fertility penalty from being chaste. And her husband actually has a small fertility penalty of his own. I think they should be fine though. So we'll be happy enough to lead combat. I guess we can probably change our ambition to maybe improve our personal combat score, though we're getting a bit old for that to be really viable. Or maybe not this war. This opportunity to prove my mettle in combat has opened my eyes to my true potential as a warrior. My personal combat skills are improving. Alright, so we won the battle, pulled it back to around 50%. And we'll follow for another battle here, I think. Down here, we didn't actually catch the army. We'll do a bit of maneuvering to try and run them down, which we have. And we can end this. And we'll probably just disband this army over here since we're not going to need it. Our experience in matters of war has increased, and there are many things we'll do differently in future battles. Now, why don't we focus on flat terrain? We'll cancel the ambition to convert a province, and we can still take this ambition. Maybe it's at the age of 50 it becomes impossible to choose this. We can do it for the moment, though. We are already a trained fighter, but we can improve that. Okay, so we won the siege of the capital holding. Won another battle, captured some prisoners. And I think we should be just fine to go in and attack his other army here. Ooh, an enemy warrior is trapped by you and your men. He has nowhere to go. As you and your troops edge closer to him, in a last fit of desperation, he throws his sword at you. Of course, you easily dodge it, and your men proceed to butcher the unfortunate fool. Is this the king himself we're talking about? What an idiot. That trick never works. I guess not. It was the commander of the opposing flank, maybe? Or possibly he just coincidentally died. I've learned many lessons from this battle. Aside from application of the theoretical tactics my mentors taught me as a boy, I've learned to deftly isolate an opponent in the thick of the front, bring all my focus and concentration to bear upon him, and then within but a few rounds of melee swiftly execute him. I'm proud of my clear progression into a greater warrior. Okay, good. We have a new duke, who is 8 years old. We want to siege down here. You pull out your sword from the enemy warrior you just killed, only to realize that he was no man but only a mere boy, probably not a day older than 15 years of age. This is nothing new to you, of course. Sometimes it is sad to see such a young life cut short, even if it was that of an enemy. So we can possibly gain Wrath, which would kind of be bad. We're patient, so I prefer to stay that way. We can say that he fought honorably at least, so his ancestors must be proud. Maybe become humble, which we already are. Or maybe become depressed. Let's pay respect to the deceased. Okay, we'll follow one more time. We should be able to take out the last of this army. I actually don't even know what this war is about. Over a county and 2 baronies, okay. I will remember this battle in its finest detail until the end of my days. Jesus guided my sword into the hearts of a countless number of my foes, raising cheers and battle cries from my surrounding men as I cut a path through the enemy. My mastery of personal combat has come a long way. Apparently I am not the only one to think so. We're now a skilled fighter. So already fulfilled our ambition, an extra +2 personal combat skills, we're more attractive, we're more healthy, and we're more prestigious. Good for us. So we can no longer take the ambition to improve further. I guess we'll just go back to trying to convert a province, which is something we are already trying to do. We have a new Margrave of Marin, who is absent-minded. Pretty happy with me though. He does consider me a foreigner because he's Polish. Let us not burn down any trade posts. Sure, that would be a good idea. Alright, that's the last of the Danish army wiped out. So I guess for now we'll just bring our army down here and start doing some sieges until we get to 100%. Looks like Hungary's revolt is over, and we still have the Tengri king in charge, so I guess they were unsuccessful. May mean that we have more plotters available, though. Can send a gift to this guy and get him to join. Fortunately, nobody else seems to be willing, so we might just have to wait out this truce, which would be kind of annoying. 5 more years. And a son was born to Prince Otto, our son, who is strong, okay. Also called Otto. Seems like the merchants supplying my armies have been unable to fully keep up with our demands. Though the problem has been dealt with properly for now, these turn of events worry me a lot as our resources are stretching a bit thin. So we lose gold and have a few minor penalties to our levies and so forth. Okay. Well, I think we'll go and fight this new Danish army that's been raised. Even though it's in the hills. We will catch them there. We cross the river as well, still should be fine. My son Otto asked me for a fief of his own to govern. No. We'll mention a church career. Though I wouldn't be opposed to, say, granting him some land if we win a crusade or something. Our experience in matters of war has increased again, so we can focus on cavalry, light foot, or heavy infantry. Let's focus on cavalry, I suppose. I think that's our cultural retinue, though actually we have, I think, built entirely skirmish retinues. So I guess that's not really relevant. Lost another trade post siege, which is not really a concern. Wiped out that army. And we want another siege down here in the capital. So So if I was Norway, I would take a white piece as soon as I could get it, since... Well, I guess they probably would like the extra gold they'd probably get out of a actual victory, so... I suppose I can't blame them too much if they hang on for that. Alright, so we do have a daughter born to our heir. She's tall, which is okay, but it would have been better if she was strong or a genius, but hey, it's not the end of the world. Named after her grandmother. Alright, so we fully sieged this county. I guess we'll move over here. No, I guess we have the kingdoms of Brittany and England unified under one ruler now. Okay. And Rudger of Normandy is maxed out at 100% opinion at this point, so we can move our Chancellor elsewhere if that's even necessary. I think everyone's pretty happy with us. Dietmar of Dumiat, I guess we can work on him. So we might catch this army of 2,000 in here. Except not. And we're not going to catch these guys in here either. They're trying to attack the Norwegian army. We'll change their mind about that. See if we can catch them now. We can't. And they've changed their mind about attacking the Norwegian army. I guess we'll just try and pursue them wherever they're going. They apparently sieged one of our trade posts there before we caught them, but that's okay. Another 7% or so war score for that. And our vassal king of Flanders has declared his war for somebody's claim on Berry. Okay. Well, he can do that if he wants to. This Duke has provided me with proof that the Count of Stormarn has been viciously slandering me. Well, we don't really care about what counts are talking about. We'll keep it to ourselves. And we have built up quite a large amount of money again, so I guess we can do another round of building upgrades if we want to. So why don't we? And we can do keep upgrades to level 6, which I think is the max level, since I believe we just got that technology quite recently. At least in our capital. We don't yet have it in the surrounding counties. We'll upgrade the jousting lists here. Do the barracks, I suppose. And the keep. So actually, I think it's been a long time since we raised our personal levy, so all of these improvements increasing our levy aren't actually helping us out that much. I guess we're getting extra retinue size, which is, I guess, also not relevant since we don't have our full retinue. Still, though. I think that was everything, yes, okay. I think it's better than just having the money sit around unused in our treasury. We have a new Duke of Lotharingen. who is a big fan of me. And why wouldn't he be? We are pretty great. There's a trade post down here. I guess we'll go ahead and use our retinue to fight this. We can afford it. And we want to siege up here, and some more Norwegian troops, or some more Danish troops rather, have gathered and are attacking the Norwegian army, which I guess we'll go and help out with, since we did just finish the siege here. We are going to have to wait till next time to see if we get there in time though, because we are just about done with this episode, so thanks for watching, and join me again next time.